Hey folks, welcome to B5 Bricks. Hope you're all well. In today's video, this is the current extent of my built Star Wars Lego collection. I'm not showing you this to show it off, it's actually quite a modest collection compared with many others, but the reason I'm showing you this is kind of a reality check for me as a collector and perhaps you as well. Now, I've been collecting Star Wars Lego since 2009 and I really expanded things in 2012. I bought loads then and 2013 too. I had Republic gunships, ATTEs, droid ships, Arc 170s. In fact, I bought almost every set that was released from previous years and from then on. But over time it got way too large, so I got into the habit of selling sets to get new ones, and I also broke down sets for parts, and this was manageable because the range just wasn't that big. That was until the Disney era came, around 2015-2016. At that point I just finished off getting all the sets from the Rebels TV show, and then of course Force Awakens happened. Then, just after that, Rogue One came out, and I loved this film. Just like before, I ended up buying every set in Force Awakens 2, and then Solo came out. And, I had a 2,000-foot square basement, so no problem. But even then, my collection was ridiculous. There was too much in terms of display and enjoyment. It just wasn't possible, and I had stuff everywhere. And don't forget, this was just Star Wars. So by 2017, my basement and a lot of my house was pretty much full of Lego. We had all the Lego movie sets, a huge Star Wars collection, almost every Friends set from 2014 onwards, and a whole load of Batman movie and the Ninjago movie. And of course, we had our Lego City, which was made up mostly of the modulars alongside the Ferris wheel. So it's pretty expanded, pretty big. So it was decision time for us. We wanted a dedicated Lego parts room as mocks were becoming more of a priority for us. And I also realised that just like before, it was time to get rid of these older sets. So all the Clone Wars era kind of stuff, I either sold or broke them up for parts. At the time, we were saturated with Star Wars Lego. I don't know if you remember how it was, but there was just too many movies too quickly and too many sets. And actually, I kind of didn't want to support the poor direction of the franchise with the new films like Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. And now 2021, here we are again. I don't have a 2,000 square foot basement anymore, and most importantly, I want to enjoy the sets I like, and perhaps most importantly, a few choice pieces on display is maybe nicer than a cluttered collection. I also really want to have a complete Mandalorian collection, and with the new Moff Gideon ship, it means I'll be running out of space, especially as I have my eyes set on the new Republic gunship UCS as a bit of a centerpiece as well. So I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of these sequel trilogy stuff, and I found it really hard to care about the franchise, like I said, after Last Jedi, so it's not such a big deal. But I also realised too that the aftermarket for these sets is really difficult. When you think of the ATTE from 2013, it goes for well over £200, and the Republic gunship from that era as well similarly commands a high price. I don't see that happening for the vast majority of sequel sets. Perhaps the demand will come in 10 or 15 years when fans of that era are grown up, a bit like what is happening now with some of the clone era sets. Really, time will tell on that one. My kids love modifying their sets, so maybe they'll like some more to mess about with. I will likely sell a few, especially the ones that can hold their value, but most likely there's quite a few that won't hold their value, and I'll just end up breaking them down for parts. I have a few with sun damage, like this tie. It was sitting at an awkward angle near a window, so I can use peroxide on it, but it's really only good for parts. It's not a good thing to sell damaged pieces like this. And like I said, this was just my built collection. We've got a whole load of in-box sets still to build, like this one. And I think actually it'll be nicer to have sets in a nice display rather than jumbled, gathering dust. And actually it'll be a more meaningful collection with choice pieces that really make me happy. Please tell me what you think. How have you managed your collection? And do you stress out about it? Do you just keep making more space, or like me, have you got accustomed to selling sets to make way for new sets you want to build? And do you try to complete a wave like the entire Rise of Skywalker range, or do you just buy the sets you like the most? I'd love to know what you do, so let me know. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Oh, and whilst you're here, why not check out some of my other videos too, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!